In this video, I want to talk about how to build muscle effectively and efficiently. You're a little bit older now. You want to build muscle, lose body fat, have better health. You want to do it effectively and efficiently. And in this video, I want to give you some tips on to build that muscle and to cut through all the confusion, frustration, and overwhelm. In this video, I want to talk about how to build muscle effectively and efficiently. You're a little bit older now. You want to build muscle, lose body fat, have better health. You want to do it effectively and efficiently. And in this video, I want to give you some tips on to build that muscle and to cut through all the confusion, frustration, and overwhelm. Here's so many things on the internet. I want to tell you the most effective and efficient ways to build muscle now that you're a little older. First thing you need to remember is that training with weights is to stimulate muscle growth, initiate the muscle building process, right? Progressive overload is the key to building muscle fast, building muscle effectively and efficiently. Progressive overload, that means with the weights, you're doing just a little bit better than the workout before, the set before, always striving for more, right? Most importantly, it's form, feel, and execution, right? What that means is that you have that mind-muscle connection. You're doing everything you can to make sure that targeted muscle group is lifting the weight to stimulate that growth, that overload, challenging the muscle. Right, so if you're working on chest, you want to do everything you can to that mind, muscle, and really work the targeted muscle only. Your mind, it's smart, it's adaptive. What it will want to do is use everything it can, your shoulders, your triceps, your biceps, whatever it can to move the weight from point A to point B. You want to make sure that you override that instinct to do whatever it takes to move that weight from point A to point B and really focus on that mind-muscle connection, that targeted muscle group with progressive overload. Now, how do we do that? How do we challenge ourselves more? Well, weight is sometimes the most obvious thing, right? But weight isn't the most important factor when it comes to building muscle. It is important. You always want to challenge yourself to maybe 5 more pounds, but maybe one more rep than you did last week or even the set before by challenging yourself. Again, just a little bit more. Maybe it's 5 more pounds. Maybe it's more weight. Maybe it's one more rep. Maybe it's 2 more reps. Right? Maybe it's just better form, feel, and execution, better mind-muscle connection. But whatever you do, challenge yourself to more progressive overload. All right? Take records if you need to make sure you're just not instinctively coming to the gym and saying, hey, I'm just going to give my all this set, right? And then maybe you look back, hey, wait a second. I did 5 more pounds. I did 10 more pounds. I did more reps last week because you weren't conscious of what you were trying to accomplish before the set even began, before the workout even began. We got to make sure we're always striving for it. That's how you're going to build muscle effectively and efficiently, right? Sets, right? Exercises, all ties into the volume of your particular workout. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you could go when it comes to volume. More sets, more exercises, all right? It all will lead to how much overload that you did in that particular set. And I know there's a lot of different strategies, right? You can pace yourself in a longer workout. And whether you realize it or not, you're going to have to pace your energy, right? The weight that you use to last a longer workout with more volume, more sets and more exercises. Or you can condense it down, sandwich it down, and get more done in less time, right? Less time, less sets, less exercises, right? It's what you do in that particular workout. What do you do with those those sets and those exercises, not necessarily the exercises themselves or the set themselves or the volume. It's what you actually do. All right, so it's not the numbers on the workout routine. More isn't necessarily better. Better is better. Right? So whatever route you go, I like short, condensed, really focus for a shorter period of time, challenge myself to stimulate, initiate that muscle building process, progressive overload to build muscle effectively. Let's talk about reps, right? Reps. You might hear some things on the internet that more reps get you cut, fewer reps actually build muscle, and maybe something in between helps you maintain. The purpose of lifting weights is to stimulate muscle growth. That's their purpose, right? You're not going to burn body fat by doing more reps, right? Again, the reps, the weight is to overload the muscle, progressive overload, stimulate, initiate the muscle building process, all right? So you should not do more reps because you think you're going to get it cut. The purpose of building that muscle, right, is overloading the muscle with heavier weight, one more rep, the progressive overload, those things that I talked about. Save getting ripped, getting cut for your diet, and maybe a little bit of cardio, all right? The purpose of lifting weights is to overload the muscle, to initiate the muscle building process. So remember that with your rep scheme. I like to do fewer reps, more weight with that form, fill, and execution to build that muscle, to initiate the process, and the most effective and efficient manner. Right? Let's talk about things like the pump, all right? The pump feels good, right? We can do exercises like the one I was doing. You just feel that pump. Don't confuse lighter weight, a lot of reps, feeling a pump, engorging the muscles with blood with that doesn't necessarily overload the muscle, doesn't necessarily build muscle. It feels really good. I know that feeling, right? But don't confuse the pump or the burn with overload, right, to build that muscle effectively and efficiently. How about moving from set to set to set? But if you hurry, maybe only wait 30 seconds between each set. All right? If you want a more athletic type of workout, right, then you might want to rest shorter periods of time. Just hit it hard, rest maybe 30 seconds, and hit it hard again. Right? That gives you a different type of workout. But if you're in the gym to primarily build muscle, right, you want to wait as long as you can, right, to get 100% of your strength back, but keep the flow, the momentum going. I like to rest 2 to 3 sets depending on the exercise because again, when I pick up that weight, I am trying to do that progressive overload, challenge myself to 5 more pounds, 1 more rep, right? Better form, fill, and execution. So I don't confuse hurrying from set to set with building muscle effectively and efficiently. And you always want to remember, you got to support what you do in the gym, right? You got to support it with those eating habits. Always come back to that, right? Especially when you're carrying a little bit too much body fat, maybe you got 10 or 15 pounds of that stubborn fat. When you lose that stubborn fat, all your hard work, all that muscle that you're building will really display itself and reward you for all your efforts. So make sure that you pay attention to your eating habits. It's not good enough to just train hard in the gym, do all these things that I'm talking about to build this muscle, because you're going to build it and you're not going to see it. You're not going to see the separation between the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the striations in the chest. You're not going to see it with that extra body fat. So all your hard work, it'll be neutralized because you're not lean enough. So you want to make sure as you're building that muscle, you want to support what you do in the gym with sound nutritional habits. And again, if you've got too much body fat, you're not going to see all this muscle that you're building. If you love what I'm talking about here today, you love these type of tips that are specifically designed for older men with busy, productive lives, I want you to click that link that I have down below to fill out the questionnaire. It's for older men with busy, productive lives who love this message, who want the effective and efficient strategies. You got a busy, productive life that you need to keep that intact. You work so hard on your family and your business. You want to get to the gym. You want to get the results. But you have to do it in the context of your busy life. I've got the strategies for you. Fill out that questionnaire. Tell me what you're doing now. Tell me what's working for you. Tell me where your challenges are. Tell me what you've done in the past. Tell me all the goals that you have in your life. I have some very structured questions as I coach men just like you all over the world, right? fill out that questionnaire, play all out, fill it out thoroughly. When you do, I'll reach out to you by text, by phone call, right? I want to support your efforts. We're building a tribe here, a passionate tribe of men, a little bit older, who are determined to become the total package, build their bodies, build that muscle, lose that body fat, be healthy, be fit, all in the context of their busy, productive life, what I call the total package. So click that link, fill out the questionnaire. When you fill that out thoroughly, you play all out, I can just see the determination and the commitment that you have. I'll reach out to you and give you a text or a phone call. Maybe I can clear up some of this confusion, frustration, and overwhelm that you're getting all over the internet. Sometimes from the much younger, passionate fitness experts who, they look great, but they don't live the life that you and I do. You want to hear it from someone who's going through the same journey, who prioritizes the same things. I'm your man. I am obsessed with helping older men with busy, productive lives get to the next level with their fitness and everything else. All right, so fill out that questionnaire. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for doing this for yourself. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We've got to lean in today. Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger.